Nice touch there, Jeffrey. Hello, guys. Welcome back to Showboys. Been a busy podcasting week for Showboys.
Yes. Yes.
Had Night of the Seven Kingdoms, like episode 0 on Saturday night, episode 1 Tuesday night. We're back here with episode 6 of Fallout.
Yes, sir.
Kumino and I recorded the first episode of season 9 of Pokeboys on Sunday. So that's coming soon, man. There's just a lot going on. But we're glad you're here. We're
Yes.
excited to be here because we have another episode of Fallout to break down and talk about. And man, it just seems like each week now, everything that we theorized would happen has happened like the very next episode.
Hey, that's what you want to see.
So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We're on a little bit of a roll, kind of the opposite of our Severance theories, which maybe we're just kind of a little too out there. But I would say just as fun to speculate about. But
Yes.
anyways, how you doing tonight, Dan?
I'm good. A little chilly here
Yeah.
in Ohio. Yeah, it's supposed to be really cold tomorrow. Looking forward to that. About to get like slaughtered with a crazy snowstorm this weekend. It's gonna be a good time. How are you?
Good. My in-laws are in town, so Porch Mike is back, and it is not freezing cold here, so I can be outside on my porch.
Right.
I did have to make an emergency trip to the store to get a citronella candle because there's like a hole in the screen on our screened-in porch, and mosquitoes are really bad in Florida because I don't know, it's literally just a giant swamp. So yeah, hopefully
the background.
Yeah, and you know, I live like not in downtown Fort Myers, but like I don't know, 15 minutes away from downtown Fort Myers. So yes, I and like not that anyone tuned in to like figure out where Mike lives, but one of maybe like the biggest hospital in our county is like 5 minutes down the road. So like always have ambulance sirens going on. Like I was sitting out here on a call with one of my bosses at work today because my 3-month-old son was absolutely losing it inside. I had to come out here. So I come out here to like have some quiet to talk, and then like a helicopter is flying to the hospital, and I'm just like, I can't escape this. So yeah, sirens and helicopters, and there's, you know, the regional airport is like a stone's throw away too. So it's just airplanes, helicopters, ambulances, airplanes, ambulances, airplanes. But yeah, anyways, dude, so much happened this episode.
So much happened.
And I am so excited to talk about so many different things. But first, I just want to say my like sarcastic prediction of the ghoul just sliding down the pole actually is exactly what happened. Like, what the heck?
Definitely happened.
That's why I love this show, dude.
Yeah. It's it can be pretty predictable at times, but like the way that they get there is still a wild ride. Like it's still so crazy. Even if you get it right, you're still just as shocked as if you didn't know.
Yeah, were you expecting to have? I mean, I know you talked about the super mutants last episode, but were you expecting to get them like literally this episode?
No. I figured it was. I mean, we only have what at the time that we watched this, we had 3 episodes left.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's gonna happen soon. I don't know.
That's true.
At what capacity, I don't know, but I'm glad it happened. Yeah, it made me very happy for many reasons. But yeah, it was good.
That's awesome. one thing before we get into. Uh, sorry, I'm scrambling to find this real fast. Um, before we get into this week's episode, we did get some comments.
Oh yes.
I just got to find it. Okay, here we go. So this was on last week's episode when we were talking about, and by comments I mean one comment, but it was a good one. We were talking about the death claws and how they kind of like have been corralled in this part of New Vegas.
Yeah.
And Flu 77 Love, wow, what a name, commented, and actually it was pretty informational. He said, as I close a window that just randomly popped up over it, death claws are pack animals. They stay within their designated pack area, and if House intentionally made food available, they would happily settle down there. House was very interested in the quote demon in the snow that he saw via Cooper's T-45 armor. It wouldn't be that far fetched to imagine House created an environment that they prefer in order to protect the Lucky 38 or keep Snoopy people out.
Yep.
I don't know that the brain chips would work on Death Claws. The only reason the chips work on anything is because the user must accept or want the chip. Kind of like the snake oil salesman who said, please, yes, when Hank offered him the option. So I thought that was a really awesome comment.
Yeah.
Kind of cleared up some of the questions we had. And, the chip thing, it makes sense because the only person that we have seen it work on so far, pre this episode, was the person who was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
So
willing.
maybe Flu is onto something.
I think so.
Yeah. But thanks for the comment.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I learned a little bit.
Yes.
And let's jump into the other player.
Let's do it. So our first scene, we get the bomb exploding, and then I love this transition. It's so cool. And it kind of zooms out, but it's a reflection in Barb's eye. And she's watching this presentation that is happening in front of her by various people. We have some Vault Tech employees talking about the amount of bombs that are going to go off, like 5 megaton blasts in Los Angeles. Yeah. And like, meanwhile, they're all like having lunch. Like it's just
just like eating cheeseburgers.
It's like a cool, relaxed board meeting, like just going over the random or the normal stuff.
Yeah.
As the corporate people do.
Yeah, dude, I actually like loved this opening because that's like exactly what it was. It's almost, it wasn't even like a board meeting. It was just like they were all individual pitch meetings.
Yeah.
Like this opening thing, they're like basically figuring out how to promote the vaults. They're like, we're gonna have one blast, but we know it's gonna be this many blasts. But if you put all of those, it just looks like a bunch of poofy clouds everywhere. So we're just gonna go with the one blast.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like
casually talking about nuking the country,
Yeah. But like there's more. There's like, you have the scientist looking guy talking about the water chips, which is, the dilemma we're, seeing play out in 31, 32, 33. And he
also
says
from Fallout 1, the game.
Oh, true. But he says, we know ahead of time which chips will fail. And Barb's like, well, you can do whatever you want. Just like alluding to exactly what you've been telling me this whole time, where like they're just setting up a lot of these vaults as just experiments.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny because he's like, do you have a preference of which one gets the faulty ones? Because they have like a 30% fail rate.
Yeah.
So she gets to pick. And it's funny because the woman that's taking notes is Betty who is the overseer of
Oh my
33.
gosh, I didn't even put that together.
Yeah,
They said her name, but I
they
didn't even like.
they totally set her up.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty wild when I
That's
rewatched.
crazy. I can't believe I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I mean the crazy thing is they set all these up, or well, most of them to fail. So the water chip is just one piece of that. And then we have Bud making his presentation about like they've got like a 30-minute window from like ignition to blast. And he was like suggesting like the freeway lanes
Yeah,
for premium customers.
yeah. An easy pass for Vault users.
Yeah. Well, and it's crazy because I didn't play the game, but there's a part in Fallout 76
Mm-hmm.
where they make a comment about that plan not working. Um, and they didn't get the warning in time.
Oh no.
And like there's a person on the radio that's like, they should have gave us more time. So like another yeah, they messed up there big time.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And then okay, well, so we get the title card and Barb is like she can't eat. She's seriously like stressing out. Like this is like heavy on her. Like I think this episode was good because it like humanized Barb. Like she's not this monster like Cooper alludes like later in the episode. Which was pretty brutal.
Not so subtly.
Not so subtly, but very brutal. But yeah, this is like, and I think I wasn't sure about this. I didn't know if that she was like this kind of crazy person that's along with all this, or if she was like wrestling with this the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
If any of like her emotions were legit, like when she was crying, trying to pack the suitcase. But this is confirmation that she's having a hard time with this.
Yeah.
But then she's like, later on in the episode, she's trying to like convince Cooper that, she has no choice. But anyway, once we come back to this, we now see Fake House. But then Hank walks in to take notes.
Yeah.
And then House presents the mind chip, which he calls the automated man. And Hank, this is crazy because he's like very intrigued by this. And he like stands up and like is trying to look closer. But then Barb is like, she was talking about some kind of like special arrangement between Robco and Vault Tech.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, you can do whatever you want, whatever research in the vaults that you want, whatever. And he's like, you must have missed the telegram. You're paying me for this. In exchange that I get cold fusion to power my little project in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And Barb is like, well, what project? In which he replies, it might be above your pay grade.
How rude.
Guess you'll find out after the bombs drop.
Yeah. Fake House is very rude.
He is. Like, I feel like the real House is at least like he like insults you, but he's still kind about it, I guess.
And he'll tell you.
He'll tell you.
He'll just also insult you. This guy is just a jerk.
Now there is some speculation that they're brothers. Like in the lore, I guess Robert House does have a brother, but they don't get along, which I don't know if this is actually. I think his brother's name is Anthony House. I don't know if this is Anthony House or just some paid actor. I think it's more likely that it's a paid actor.
Yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, Barb is definitely struggling with all this.
Yeah, and like I think it's important to note that like all the almost all the people presenting to her are like just chowing down on like cheeseburgers and fries.
Fries. Yep.
And she has a plate of food next to her, but
And she's
doesn't
not
touch it
touching
the
it.
entire time. It never gets touched. So yeah, I think you're onto something. Like, I feel like she's one of those unlucky people who's kind of between a rock and a hard place, so to
Yeah.
speak. Like, she's in a position where she kind of has to go along with what's happening, maybe for like self preservation reasons. But like, clearly she sees that like, yeah, it's not it's not good.
No, it's not good.
And yeah, maybe she's starting to like question, like, is it really worth it? But then we find out later on in the episode like how she kind of comes to terms with that.
Yes.
So like in this episode there's a lot of like time hopping, at least it seems like it to me, where like I mean, obviously that's a flashback pre bombs, but like there's also like scenes of how not house Barb and Coop like in
Mhm.
the casino or whatever, and then there's like pre talking to House, and then like replaying the introduction to House again, and then like the capturing of Hank. And so
Yes.
it's just like it's kind of a lot of like jumping around without much, like, unless you're really paying attention to the context clues of the scenes and stuff, probably could be a little confusing. But you caught on to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was flowing with right with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, just with like with when they transition from Coop, well, the ghoul to the
Hmm.
Coop to the Coop to Coop.
I like it. We can keep it. I'll let it stand.
The way they transitioned was good.
Yeah.
It flowed pretty well in my mind.
Yeah.
But
Dude.
speaking of Coop,
Yeah.
we have the ghoul on a pole.
Which might be my favorite thing ever, for many reasons, but one of those reasons being that's what you named the thumbnail file for this episode, which was amazing. Ghoul on a pole dot JPEG or whatever. Love it.
Uh,
But yeah, he's just hanging out.
yeah,
Slid down. He's just chilling, trying not to go feral, begging dog meat for help.
and no one's helping him.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, in Dog Meat's defense,
He's a dog.
well, I think it's a girl.
Oh,
It doesn't matter.
wow.
Dog Meat takes his hat,
Yeah.
and the ghoul's mad. Obviously, like, what are you doing, you stupid dog? Give me my pack, my satchel.
Yeah.
But Dog Meat runs away, and then the ghoul just passes out.
Yeah.
And then this is a flashback where him and Barb are at the casino and they're talking.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, this is
I love that scene transition though, because
yeah,
like it's the camera goes like he's stuck on the
above
pole,
him.
right,
Mhm.
and his head's kind of like tilted back, and the camera's right there, and then it transitions to Coop in the same position, but he's like laying with his
on the
head
bed.
hanging off the bed in like
Yeah.
almost the same position.
Mhm.
Like, dude, some of these scene transitions are actually like really good
I
for
love it.
a goofy video game show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So he's like reminiscing about the proposal
Oh
when
yeah,
he proposes to her. And like he's talking about seagull crap everywhere, I think.
yeah.
And then like totally out of left field, he's like, I can't figure it out. Were you a monster then? Or did you become one later? Dang, bro.
Dude, he just like eviscerates her.
And then she's like, excuse me? And then he throws out the classic line from all Fallout games, war never changes. And he says, I know what you're planning to do, Barb. and then it just stops.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the cat's out of the bag. Like, obviously, he's revealed to her that he knows, what's really going on here.
Yeah.
And more stuff's about to hit the fan in
Yeah.
that part of the story. But they leave us hanging there, and they go to Lucy, who she's asleep, and then she wakes up, and she's in an observation room. That's what the room's called, and it looks like a bedroom from one of the vaults. Um, it has a mural painted on the wall. There's even a nice yellow dress hanging for her to wear. There's a mirror that she looks at. She sees the box of cereal, the sugar bomb cereal, and there's a note from her dad that says dial 0 when you get up or whatever. But she decides not to, and she just leaves and kicks the door open and walks down the hallway where there are 2 Legion guards walking down the hallway.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Uh-oh.
what is this? So she grabs the best thing she could think of as a weapon, and she grabs a fire extinguisher. And she's waiting for them to walk past, and she like is about to hit them. The guy is like, morning, beautiful day, isn't it? Like, totally chipper and happy. And they obviously, as they like turn to walk away, we see the chips in their necks. So Hank's plan is working beyond the salesman.
Yes.
So she, with fire extinguisher in hand, she continues down the hallway, because at this point you really don't know what's gonna jump out at you. But she comes to a room where a bunch of people are dressed up like office attire, like suits and ties, and there are two guys that come to like the coffee station, and they're like, oh no, please, you go first. Yeah. And then they see Lucy, and the one guy's like, would you like some coffee? And she's like, I don't even think she says anything. Yeah. But she continues walking, and like, this scene is so wild. Okay, bear with me for a second. It reminds me if you put a horror movie and mixed it with a Disney movie with the like happy music with the perfect choreograph, but like the ominous undertone of something seriously wrong here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, by the mind chips, whatever.
Yeah. What are they making? Are they making the chips?
I think so. They're like, getting them ready, like mass producing them.
Yeah.
But you have the one random girl like sharpening pencils.
Yeah. She's a good pencil sharpener. Okay?
She really is. She found her calling in life.
Speaking of horror movies with Disney music or whatever, have you ever watched Anna and the Apocalypse?
No.
You should. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Just go watch it.
I will check it out.
Yeah, dude, there's definitely strange things are afoot at the...
It's bizarre, yeah.
At the Circle K, as Rufus would say.
Yes.
Any Bill and Ted fans? No?
It's been a long time since I've seen it. Man.
So great. Sorry.
So Lucy continues, and she comes to a room that's labeled simulation. So she goes in. It's another room, just like the vaults. And we see Hank preparing breakfast. And then he sees her. And he sets down like a bowl of like, what are they, walnuts or some kind of nut, whatever. And we see a book, All Quiet on the Western Front.
Killer movie, by the way.
Which, yes. So they were reading this, or she was reading this in season 1, like right before the wedding, like when they were all sitting together in the outside area of their vault.
Yeah.
but she says that she didn't finish the book. Um, and he's like, "That's okay. You've been busy. What do you think about the parts that you did read?" Like he's just carrying on like nothing happened. Like he didn't
Mhm.
bomb Shady Sands. He didn't like do all this crap along the way. Um, and she's like, "I find it very upsetting." And then he's like, everyone seemed to be fighting over nothing. And then he goes on to say that he saw the same thing on the surface,
Yeah.
fighting over mostly petty things like bottle caps.
Yeah. Is that what you saw?
Is that what I saw?
That's what he asked her.
Oh yeah, is that what you saw?
Yeah.
People just killing each other. And then he goes to like turn the record player off because it stopped playing music.
Yeah.
And then she comes up behind him and holds the scissors to his neck. And she's like, she's gonna take him back to face justice for murdering the citizens of Shady Sands. You have the right to remain silent. Like she reads the rights or whatever.
The Brenda rights. No, I'm just kidding. Miranda rights.
Miranda rights. But then he keeps talking.
Yeah.
And then he goes on this like huge manipulation rant from here to the end of the scene, trying to just mess with her head. And he's like, "I thought the wasteland changed you." And then he pulls out like random pair of handcuffs he has just chilling in the drawer.
Yeah.
You want to make this official? And then he puts them on. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And he says, "I'm surrendering. The time for taking responsibility has come through you." But he also wants to show her what he's been doing. And she's like, this is just brainwashing."
Yeah.
And then he talks about this random story of like potato batteries and how she would go around with her flashlight and charging the bat. It was weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
And then she just tells him to go. So they leave. Hank is really loony. Like, I'm not sure like if that deep freeze did something to his brain, or if he's just the same person, but now that he has some power, I guess he's kind of like running crazy with it. But I don't know what his end game is. Like that's the one thing I can't figure out. I don't know what he's trying to. Is he building an army? But these people don't want to leave, so that doesn't make sense.
Oh, maybe he wants to start Vault Tech back up.
That's definitely possible.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he wants to do, but like, I think, I think he's so like complicit with what she wants to do because, like, he knows that in the process she's gonna, like, see, like, learn, I don't know, witness what he's done, right? And like if you if you zoom out to like 30,000 feet and like put on a bunch of like rose tinted glasses, like I guess what he's done is could be objectively a good thing because as we see towards the end of this scene when they're getting ready to leave, the two unchipped legionnaires come in and they're like very clearly trying to kill each other.
Yes.
And Hank's like, yeah, flip the switch. And Lucy doesn't want him to, so he doesn't. And they just fight each other. And the one huge one is like about to kill Lucy, and she runs over and hits the switch herself. And literally at the flip of a switch, complete change. They're completely civil, talking like exactly like Hank and all the other people.
That part's really funny, by the way.
Dude, I love
like,
it.
It's the dude's like smacking the guy's
like
forehead with a stapler.
He's like, "Oh man, you're not looking too good."
Yeah,
let's go get that cleaned up.
Let's go take care of that. Yeah.
but she had to do that, and I think that's kind of like was part of his quote unquote master plan, right? Like, and I kind of think the handcuffs maybe were like a symbolic thing, right? Where he's just like, whatever, like I'll have my hands tied, but like you'll still see that even that doesn't matter, right?
Right.
Like I'm in control, but like I don't know. I can't really tell like if it's like a sinister thing or if Hank just like thinks he's doing the right thing, doing something good. You know?
He's
I'm not saying it is good, but I'm saying I don't know if he's being intentionally sinister or thinking that like this work is a net positive for society. You know what I mean?
I mean, like you said, if you step way back, I mean, he's essentially by doing this, he's creating some kind of peace where people aren't killing each other,
Yeah,
where they're all working together, all
yeah, man.
differences have been removed, and they're just working together.
Get him the Peace Prize.
Uh,
Nobel, call him up.
call him up. It's
But yeah, you know what I mean though. Like
yeah.
I don't know what what he's up to or what he even thinks he's up to. If he even thinks he's up to anything, you know what I mean?
I think he's
That,
got a plan. I do believe he does have something going on in there.
yeah.
Um,
Well, we do know that at least because of the I don't know recording or message that he was sending House a couple
I don't
episodes ago.
I don't think he sent it at the house.
You don't think it was the House? Okay. Who do you think
Mm-mm.
it was too? I don't know. I have
I
no
think he
thoughts.
was. All right, some crazy theory time.
Was this what you're talking about at work?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Ooh, two crazy theories. Okay.
I think he's reaching out to the Enclave,
Okay. You need
and
to explain what that is because I've heard that
so
tossed
the
around.
Enclave is like an elite group. Like you have the president and like high-ranking officials who like broke away. Like I think they just vanished one time, like one day, like and then no one was in the White House, and
Nice.
they they were gonna wait it out and then like rebuild America
Mm.
based on this group, like this elite group.
So like the
Let they're
Illuminati. No, I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
yeah, yeah. They're gonna wait it out, let all these factions and people like kill each other off. There's a lot to that. I mean, the Enclave is it's wild. But there's like some speculation because according to the games, most of them have been wiped out between
Mm.
2 and 3. Now they are like spread out across the country. Like I think one of the bigger branches or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
which had the president, and this was at the end of 2, they were wiped out. Like they were trying to like create a rocket. Like they were on an abandoned oil rig out in the Pacific,
Shout
and
out.
shout out. They were trying to build a rocket to leave the planet. That's how
Oh,
like wild these people were.
they're going all Elon Musk on us.
Yeah, but it didn't work. It didn't work. And then it gets blown up.
Don't
So
tell Elon.
don't tell Elon. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. um, but there's still like a bunch of mystery behind it because maybe a bunch of them did survive. Or not
Mm.
from that blast, the oil rig, but like the other different sectors because like there were like a lot of the communication was cut off. Like they couldn't communicate after
Mm.
the bombs dropped. So like you essentially had every group thinking that they were in charge of rebuilding America, and
Mm.
like none of them did because they all died.
Nice. So is the Enclave? responsible for dropping the bombs, or is that what we're still trying to figure out?
I think so. It has to be, because, and we're kind of jumping around, jumping ahead, but when Barb is in the elevator with the scientist
Yeah,
from season 1,
yeah.
so some people are saying that he's crap, from a group called, dang it, I can't remember, the Foundation.
Good show.
Um, that's not right. But anyway, there's a group. I'll have to look it up. Um, but they are controlled by the Enclave, and the scientist works for. I guess I'll just call it Foundation from now on until I. I think it is Foundation. But
Flu, if you're listening, leave us a comment and tell us
yeah,
who
tell
the
me,
scientist is working for.
help me right now
Yeah.
in this moment. But that it's, and I didn't even like discover it until I started playing Fallout 4, and they're like it's like a group with a bunch of synths, like a bunch of robots, that are very crazy, and like you have no idea when they're going to attack. They just show up and attack, and you're dead. Have a whole bunch of like laser weapons, and it's not a good time. But I think the Enclave is ultimately responsible for dropping the bombs because of what the scientist tells Barb.
Yes, which we'll get to. Remind me exactly what we saw that scientist do in season 1. Did he make the cold fusion thing, or was he just like transporting it? Because if I remember right, he did the injection thing that we see later in the episode, right?
I'm not sure. Yeah, he injected himself in season 1, but I don't remember how he got it.
Okay.
But he is in. Oh, it's the Institute, right?
I don't know. I literally don't know.
I think it's the Institute. I'm all over the place.
It's the Foundational Institute.
But I think when we see him in season 1, he's in an Institute facility, and he's like breaking. It sounds silly. It sounds really silly, and I wish I knew for sure what it was. But another cool fun fact is that they're like wheeling a body that's covered, but we see a hand. It's a super mutant.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
And the Enclave is responsible for the super mutants.
It's all coming together.
All these pieces are coming together, man. It's
okay.
It's exciting.
Okay.
It's exciting.
I like it.
But let's get back to the episode.
Let's do. Please.
So next we see our boy Maximus and Thaddeus. Well,
yep.
Thaddeus falling out of the power armor.
Yes.
He's like, I don't understand why we can't take it with us. Maximus is like, well, they'll track it, which makes me question, like, they ultimately would be tracking the suit of power armor that Hank took. So they're going there, possibly, potentially, because I stick to what I said about all roads lead to Vegas. Like, everyone is converging in on this place.
Yeah,
I think taking some people some time to get.
Yeah, I think like didn't Dolly Parton sing a song about that or something?
I don't know.
No,
you would know better than I would. Big Dolly Parton fan.
Wow, never been insulted so greatly in my life. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I mean, how long has it been since Hank's had that suit? And like the Brotherhood was there when he kind of like takes off. So that's like one potential possible like plot hole where it's, if they are tracking, like it's
Or
has
maybe
it
they
been a
weren't.
while?
Maybe they
Or
weren't concerned with it.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, that could be true because like whatever, like buzz off Hank, but like
right.
Maximus, you're kind of like tried to kill our leader, so I guess we should probably track you.
Okay, I was right. It is the Institute.
Oh, nice.
So the Institute is a secretive, technologically advanced organization of scientists living in a massive underground facility beneath the Commonwealth.
Of Virginia.
Yes. Dedicated to rebuilding humanity through science. So,
Nice.
but they create a bunch of advanced androids called synths for labor and infiltration. But they kidnap people also. And then they replace them as like a body double.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're like I remember in Fallout 4, there's a lot of like paranoia. People are like freaking out because they don't know who's actually human and who's a synth. They're like
Oh,
trying
so
to trick them.
it's like current day not knowing who the lizard people are.
Yes,
Alex Jones
exactly.
is onto something.
He is. He is.
Yeah.
But anyway, Maximus and Thaddeus are having a good conversation about selling the cold fusion to someone. Um, I love these two. Thaddeus adds so much to the show.
Yeah.
He's great. Um, and he's like, we'll find a buyer, like we'll trade, put
We'll
out our
just
feelers
we'll
and
just give it to someone good.
yeah. But then like later it's night and then Thaddeus is still talking about it. He's like, we got to sell it, man. We'll give it to a good person.
Yeah.
And then Maximus is like, name one good person.
Yeah. Have you ever met a good person out here?
But then Maximus brings up Lucy.
Yeah.
And then Thaddeus is like, he'd be good too if he lived in a fancy vault.
Yeah.
Wouldn't look like this. Wouldn't have to steal. But yeah, they're just going about like good people and what it means to be good. He tells Maximus he was born in the boneyard. Yeah, you can say that. The bad part. And Maximus tells him that he was in Shady Sands and then he remembers good people there. And I love what Thaddeus says here. He's like, well, if you're the lucky one, then we're both screwed. No offense.
So true. Yeah, man, dude, I love these two characters are so amazing, especially together because they are so like polar opposites of each other.
But they just work.
Yeah, and I think that's why, because it's like such a contrast between the two personalities that, yeah, man, they need to be together more. And I just think Thaddeus just needs to be on the screen more because that dude is so funny.
I think that, man, I'm telling you, I think he might get his screen time. I'm sticking with the mutant theory. Bro's gonna be a super mutant, but he's gonna like keep his like personality. Like he's super big and super strong, but he's still goofy and funny, with a good heart.
The oh, that would be great.
So we go back to our boy the Ghoul, still going through his rough
Just hanging out.
transitioning process. This was hard to watch, man. Like I feel like they wouldn't kill him off because, like you said, he's like, or you sent me an article about if the Ghoul dies or what was it? How's it feel carrying?
It was a stupid meme where it's like, I'm gonna have to paraphrase because I don't have it in front of me. Something like Walton Goggins hospitalized with back injury for carrying the whole
Cast of Fallout.
cast and plot and show of Fallout. Yeah, if there's no ghoul, yeah, might as well cancel the show.
And I don't think they will. I think they've got him on an interesting path,
Yeah.
which
Like of all of the paths, like his is the central one that ties everything together because of
yeah,
the history, like pre-ghoul Coop and his wife Barb and her involvement at Vault-Tec and explaining how the fallout happened and all. So like if there's no ghoul, there's no Coop, and if there's no Coop, there's no
there's no
story because
show.
that's the story they're telling.
He is definitely the story.
Yeah, yeah. That meme was hilarious though.
Um, but yeah, he's struggling, fighting for his life.
Mhm.
Like I said, it's hard to watch because of like how in depth they've gone with the story and how much they've shown of him pre Ghoul, and now like you just have a soft spot in your heart for him.
Mhm.
But then he's like saying his name, and then he says his daughter's name, or he says that he has a daughter, and it like builds up this like inner strength and courage within himself, and he starts pulling himself up this pole, and he gets to the top. Right, he has his hand on the top, and then he starts to seize, and he falls all the way back down. Heartbreaking.
At
But
least at this point, the pole is nice and like lubed up from the first fall and then the climb up. So like, hopefully it wasn't as like painful as the first descent.
hopefully, the first impalement. Yeah. But I mean, you see the blood gushing out of his mouth as he's trying to. Dude, it was rough. I felt bad.
Yeah.
But then, we hear something. We hear like
thudding footsteps.
Thudding footsteps, and and they break the pole clean off. Like they just nothing, just smack it and it just breaks. And they take Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's being dragged by this large figure. I already knew what it was when I saw him like draped in his cloak or whatever, and he's being taken to a church of all places.
Yeah, is that what they look like in the game though, like cloaked up, or is that just this character?
Some, but I think they were trying to keep it kind of hidden.
Yeah,
even though if you're a fan of the game, you already knew what was happening here.
Save that reveal until you get that face shot, headshot.
Yes. Okay. Really quick. I don't think we need to spend a lot of time with this next scene, the inbreeding support group.
The little musical break.
Goofy. Triple cousins don't count anymore, apparently. But they're having a party. And then Reg starts having this like daydream where he's playing the piano perfectly, and everyone's like, it's like a perfectly choreographed dance party, and like they're eating food and everyone's happy, and then it like cuts out and he's just like playing hot cross buns or something, and everyone's just like,
yeah.
He's like, anyway.
Yeah. Then Betty comes in.
Betty comes in, breaks up the party. There's like a little back and forth about, the group is dissolved, the snack budget has been rescinded, and then at the end, he grabs a fistful of Jello and shove it in his mouth, and everyone's applauding him. Yeah, you showed her, buddy.
Yeah.
But the next scene is a lot more interesting than that. We have Davy coming up the steps. Chet is there, and then some other janitor dude.
Yeah.
Davy is looking for our boy Woody.
Remind me who Woody is.
Dylan G from Severance.
Oh no, they can't find Woody.
Apparently, he's missing.
No, I don't like this.
I don't either. And Davy was like, we were supposed to play checkers, and he never showed up. And then the one guy's like, bring it up to the overseer. And Davy's like, good luck with that. And then he looks at Chet and he's like, sorry, I know she's your wife. And Chet's like, excuse me, she's not my wife.
Yeah.
And Davy's like, I'm sorry, fiance. I saw the poster. And then the janitor's like, yeah, congrats. There's a poster. And then Chet goes down the hallway, sees the poster, and it says Steph and Chet are getting married tomorrow
In the atrium.
in the atrium. And
But you
like,
can see like they're like setting up that area
yes,
for
yep,
it too.
yep.
Yeah, what's going on here?
I don't know. I think Steph's just kind of, I don't know. I don't really understand this part of the story
Yeah.
because there's no like experiments that need to continue. Everything is done as far as like their part,
Mm-hmm.
like within the vault. I think she's just playing games at this
Yeah.
point.
I'm still wondering like where the Canadian piece comes in.
Yeah, I don't know. I and I didn't even know about Canada in the game and like in the universe, like
Hmm.
Canada being annexed by America.
I mean, oddly relevant for just talking about real life. kind of kind of relevant, I guess.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, I feel like most people share your sentiment though of like, I didn't even know Canada existed. Just period.
I'm
Um,
like, as far as like the Fallout universe, like I don't know where they fit into this picture at all.
yeah, right. Fallout, yeah.
Like not, yeah, Canada. What's Canada?
Sorry, I'm very sleepy.
Just going on about like Canada, like what's Canada?
Yeah, whatever, whatever. The Great White North, I guess.
The Great White North.
But no, I also not relevant to really anything, but I thought it was cool that this is so stupid, but literally in the like episode recap at the beginning of this episode when they show, Steph talking to Woody and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I realized this is going to be so stupid, but I have to say it because I literally was like, oh wow, I'd never noticed that. Like her eye patch is the same color as her Volt suit. I think that's so cool.
Mm.
It's like the same blue. How'd that happen?
I didn't notice.
Because she lost her eye while she was in there. It's not like
she had a fork in her eye as she was like shooting up the Raiders from season 1.
Yeah.
That's when you should have known that she was crazy. There's something wrong with that one.
I'm concerned and sad about Woody now that I remember who Woody is.
Yeah.
Nothing can happen to our boy Dylan G.
No.
Also, I love Dave.
He might be in the break room.
Yeah, that's true. It's hanging on.
Hang in there.
Yeah. I really like Davey though. Like that.
Yeah.
Another really funny character.
Yeah. There's a lot of good comedic.
Oh my gosh! What happens in the scene where he's like, where he basically, I forget exactly what he says, but it's so funny because he says something like I don't want to lie to you or whatever to Chet, and Chet's like, yeah, and leans in.
Oh yeah,
and he's like,
I don't like chess.
Yeah.
Dude. I don't even like chess.
I also can't hear you because I accidentally unplugged my headphones, so hold on a second.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, podcasting outside is fun. Sorry, I unplugged my headphones and then I couldn't hold my microphone. So what'd you say?
I said, Davey just said, I don't even like chess.
Yeah, dude. Loved that.
Yeah. Good comedic timing in this. And it's just so like the Vaulties, man. They're just a totally different breed of people, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Bunch of
Which remind me a lot of homeschoolers.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
If you know
not a
homeschooler,
lot of
you know
social
exactly what I'm
interaction.
talking about. Yeah.
They're like in their in their own community, in their own
Yep.
bubble. Yeah.
Very sheltered, like no pun intended. Very isolated within their little community group.
But still have a lot to offer. They do.
Yes,
I
that's
know a
true.
few of them.
I'm married to one, so I can't talk about them too badly. And
We love them all.
my children are now them, so
They're all great people.
yeah, just raising up my own little Maltese, I guess.
Oh no. No. But you're screwed because you can't have a vault.
It's true.
You
It's
just gotta
true.
get like one big shipping container and just have it docked.
Yeah. My vault would end up in the ocean. I can't dig very far down here before I hit water.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess one of the cons of living in a swamp, I guess.
Swamplands. Yep. Okay. So we're back with the ghoul.
Yes.
He's being hoisted up on some type of cargo net.
Mm-hmm.
And he wakes up and we hear the thing breathing very heavy. And he grabs this glowing piece
of kryptonite,
of uranium.
Uranium.
And he says, uranium, bad for them, good for you. And we see a nice hole in the ghoul's stomach.
Yes.
We know exactly what's about to happen, but he says there's a war coming and we need you healthy. And then they shove the uranium into the hole of the ghoul. Okay. Crazy theory.
Break it down. Let's go.
I think the ghoul is going to become a glowing one. I have not seen this talked about by anybody else. And if all the people that have played the games know exactly what I'm talking about, they're basically extra radiated ghouls, literally glowing with radiation. Like you have your regular ghouls, and then you have the glowing ones who are like super strong, who are super difficult to kill, super fast, and just a bad time.
Okay.
And which is really good for the ghoul, but really bad for any other human that comes in like close proximity to him.
Makes sense.
Which could be a problem. But this will help him heal. But I think he will be glowing soon.
Will that help deal with his battle with feralness?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we won't have to
keep
pounding the serum anymore.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was crazy. Like when I saw this, like my mind instantly went there. Because that's how a glowing one. Man, I'm getting tired too. My words are starting to not make sense.
It's rubbing off on you.
I don't even know what I was gonna say. It doesn't even matter. He's gonna become a glowing one.
Oh, it very much matters. But first, that's cool that you're thinking of something that you haven't seen talked about yet. I know absolutely nothing about the games, but just logically speaking, when you stick a piece of highly radiated, already glowing uranium inside of a body, that seems to be the natural, progression of things.
Yes.
To then become glowing. I don't know if you can hear the sprinkler system just kicked on.
I can.
Gosh, it's so loud. Also, that's the sound of water hitting palms, if you've never heard.
That makes me very depressed.
Yeah. So, what is this war that the mutant is speaking of?
I think
is this like a known thing, or is this like a new thing in the show, or like what's up?
I think They are. It's got to be a new thing because this is after all the games, and I think.
True.
Well, so the mutant continues talking, and he's like, "They call us abominations, but they created us." Um,
More
ghouls and mut.
enclave stuff.
Yes, yes. He says, "Ghouls and mutants, we're kin. We should unite against our common enemy. They forgot we ever existed, but we didn't forget them. The people who set all this in motion, the Enclave."
Oh yeah, I guess he does actually say that, huh?
He does. He's very, very out with it. Yep. He knows exactly what's coming. He knows exactly what's going on. And I think there's going to be a huge battle between mutants and the Enclave. The ghouls, like, whatever, like, he does things alone. And then the mutant's like, how's that working out for you? But in the ghoul's defense, he's been alive for 200 years. He's kept himself alive. And he's got a really good motivator, trying to find his family. And then the mutant says, "Well, you're going to need friends. But if you're not going to join us, you can't know where we live." Then he knocks him out. And that's the end of it. So I'm not sure what this looks like exactly, because with the Enclave, the last I've heard is that most of them are wiped out, unless there's like some other branch that has thrived that we don't know about, like a part of the story that was never touched, right? Because as we all probably could understand, that this story is still evolving. So I don't know. I mean, you've got the Brotherhood showing up. You'll have the mutants there. You'll have the Enclave. I imagine you'll have Death Claws around. It's just going to be a massive brawl of all these different groups of people and beasts warring it out for just to survive, I guess.
It's like the alley scene in Anchorman with all the different news news crews. I killed a man with a trident.
It's amazing. Yeah, I it would probably be as goofy as that too, in some parts, but a lot more brutal and gory.
Right, yeah. But so yeah, like the mutant is basically trying to like recruit the ghoul.
Yes.
And when he's denied, so he knocks him out, and I can't recall. Does he just like take him somewhere else because
He
he's
takes him to
basically
some outside like town in some
yeah, because
building.
he says, all right, well, if you're not gonna be on, essentially you're not gonna be on the team, you can't know where we are,
Right.
more or less.
But then we could wrap up that part real quick. Dog Meat shows up where Maximus and Thaddeus are, and then Dog Meat leads them to Cooper. And that's actually the end of the episode. Like, they leave it there.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, they share some F words, and then Thaddeus is like, "Hey man."
You wouldn't be interested in
so much.
buying some cold fusion, would you?
That's awesome.
Yeah, but so like, what have we not talked about yet?
So
Coop and Hank and the
Coop, yeah, when he gets him drunk.
But Roofies Hank.
Before that, yeah, Cooper and Barb are having an argument. She's going on about whatever, like statistics. He says he doesn't care. She's saying that she's doing this for their daughter, and like, wouldn't you do that? And he's like, you would kill millions of people. And then she says there are worse people out there than me. And then he says, who could possibly be worse than you?
Yeah, dude,
Dang.
Coop is not pulling any
He's not
punches,
having it.
dude.
He's not having it at all.
Yeah, but so like she's dropping all these statistics of like, there's this chance of like a nuclear war happening or whatever. And so Coop's like, so you're just going to start one
Yeah.
to beat the odds? And she's like, well, yeah, because I can guarantee us a space essentially in a vault for protection. And
Yeah.
Cooper's like, you are a lunatic. like, so there's a chance that maybe nuclear war might happen at some point in the future of the world. And you're just like,
Let's
you know
just
what?
we're just
That's
gonna take
big
care of it now.
enough for me to let's just do it now. But
So we're ahead of it.
yeah, so but because we know when it's going to happen, we can build these vaults and I can secure a place in one. So yeah, so I'm doing it for our family, Cooper, you lunatic. You're the lunatic, not me.
Yeah. Some wild rational thinking there. So then we go to Barb in the office, and this is the scene where Betty shows up and they're talking. And Barb's like, get me all the information about the cold fusion, where it's stored, how it's stored, who monitors it, everything. And Betty's like, is that a good idea? And Barb's like, none of this is a good idea. So she leaves, and this is where she gets in the elevator. And then a guy is in there too. And he says, you're just a very replaceable part in this machine. She's just
How
getting
rude.
like beat up on
Yeah.
every place she walks. But he continues. He says, but if you forget your place in the company, you'll die. And so will your family. The same will happen to me if I don't communicate this message. We're all in the same boat, and none of us can stop it. The leaders of the most powerful corporations will meet, and this is where he tells her what she's supposed to say and what she says at the end of season 1 by dropping the bombs ourselves. So this is a big deal. She was forced to say this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then we're back with Coop and her. They're talking some more. He's like, who threatened you? And she's like, you don't need to get involved. And like, there's nothing we can do. It's already, I've tried. It's going forward whether we like it or not. And she's like, you know me. I'm your wife. And he says, I don't know you.
You're a monster.
You're a monster. And then he leaves. And he sees Hank at the bar, and this is like, he gets him super drunk, takes him back, and then like roofies him. And he's just like in the chair, like leaned back, totally knocked out. And he opens the case, and we see the gun, like the injection gun that the scientists use on himself in season 1. Barb walks in, and she just like stares at him like, what are you doing? What did you do?
Yeah.
And she takes the gun, jabs Hank's neck, and takes out the cold fusion. So from like, I don't know how much further, they'll probably explain more, but like the gap is closing between them having the cold fusion and then the scientists then having the cold fusion. So like we have the period of time between now and then when the bomb drops and then the 200 years. So like the scientist ends up with the cold fusion. House does not. Which
So that scientist scene from season 1
yes,
is after this.
he ends up with it. I don't think Well, yeah, he might be after it, but I don't.
No. I mean, like that happens after this.
Yes, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. Um, because he injects himself and he's going to Moldaver in season 1.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But that gap of time, like he ends up with it, but how? And then the thing now becomes, because House wants this, but he doesn't get it, which means his plan, which is in the game where it keeps him alive, he doesn't have that. So what happened? Like, there's a lot of big question marks now. Like all the different endings in Fallout New Vegas in the game, like House, I mean, he could still be alive. There's definitely that possibility because he's a very smart man. He could have figured out another way, but he was after the cold fusion. That's what he wanted, because that was his his getaway car.
Right.
Like getting the cold fusion by preserving himself in the whatever. So that part's going to be tricky. I'm excited to see where they go, how they like tie all that together. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be crazy.
I'm so curious about Bud's buds and like
Yes.
what's going on there.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I messaged you this.
Okay.
I think
Remind me.
Ronnie, the dude that tried to choke Norm to death, I think he's an Enclave member.
Oh.
Because I think, another crazy theory, I feel like the Enclave is, they have people on the inside of Vault-Tec, like working. Maybe Bud even was a Enclave member, which would make sense. I mean, they're all about preservation. Like you have Vault-Tec. I mean, all these companies are about preservation, or like just surviving this thing, right? The Enclave would want all of these things for themselves, and they would infiltrate every piece of it to make sure that they would be safe and that they would have the best. So if Bud was Enclave, it's a brilliant idea to have them in cryo. And now with Ronnie, see, I don't know if they all are Enclave, but I'm pretty sure. I believe that he is Enclave. I just think there's just something about him. I obviously we'll see, we'll find out, but that's what I'm sticking to it. That's my final answer.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, your track record so far this season has been pretty spot on, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, man, 2 episodes left.
I know, it's wild.
Excited, a little sad. Very interested to see if any of these loose ends get tied up this season, or if they carry on to a 3rd season. Has this been renewed for a 3rd season?
Yeah.
How long is this going? Do we know?
No,
Still,
I haven't seen anything about like length.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Excited. This season's been really
been
good. I don't know if it was just like my headspace last year when I watched season 1, or like, with whatever was going on in life at the time. I don't recall specifics, but I feel like I'm enjoying season 2 like way more than I did season 1. I don't know if it's because we're also doing this with season 2, but man, season 2 has been really good.
And aren't season 2s of shows like kind of hit or miss? Like,
yeah.
Like you never know. Like you've got the hype of the first season, and then season 2 kind of falls short of that. That's not the case with this, and it was the same for Severance. Like it's just upward.
Yeah,
Please keep it up, guys. You're doing phenomenal.
Yeah, don't let us down.
Oh, and Ron Perlman as the mutant, by the way. We did
Oh
see
yeah,
his face.
you did say that.
He is for sure the super mutant. And he's smart. Because like not all super mutants are smart. Some of them are very dopey and stupid. And just like glorified meatheads with rocket launchers.
Nice.
Yeah, but he's gonna be like, I don't. This is not the last of him. We will see him again,
Oh yeah,
and
for sure.
possibly more. I think we're gonna have a face-off between someone in power armor and a Deathclaw at some point. I may or may not have seen a clip of that,
That would be wild.
but it's not Maximus or Thaddeus. I think it's the Brotherhood when they show
Oh,
up to Vegas.
boo,
Yeah,
boo. Yeah, man. The Brotherhood had like a couple of really good episodes, and
it
then they've
did.
just fallen off,
Yeah,
like as in disappeared from any screen time of episodes. So
but I
yeah,
don't think they're done. I think there's
oh
more
no,
to be
I
seen.
mean, they're in complete disarray.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm excited to get more of that. But I'm also excited to no longer be on my porch, and also excited for you guys to no longer be hearing these obnoxiously loud sprinklers. Like my goodness, I apologize. Just blame my in-laws.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have anything else you want to wrap or you get off your chest before we wrap up here?
No, I think we're good. We got 2 episodes left. It's gonna end very crazy. I'm calling it now. It's gonna be wild. Crazy cliffhanger. They're gonna just make us very angry right at the end, wanting more. But as every good show does, they just leave you on the edge of your seat, wanting
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
And they've been doing really good with that. I like every episode, I'm like, what? It's over? Like it just started. Oh,
yeah.
and I this season of Fallout made me like upgrade my Prime to go ad free because like I'm done with the ads. Um, I hated like the 2 minute breaks. I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, I can't do this anymore. So
Dude, holy
I did
crap! First off, okay, I'm about to be so triggered right now. How much is a Prime membership? It's not freaking cheap. It's not like $6 like a Hulu account or like $19 for a Netflix account. Bro, I pay a very handsome yearly fee. Okay, I know if you break it down over the year, it kind of comes out around, that much. But it's still more expensive than
but
Netflix.
but where they get you is that they have a different fee for each of their services. It's not just all lumped together. It's like,
I don't care. I'm paying you well over $100 a year. You can give me shows without commercials.
yeah,
Plus
I
all
I
of the
agree.
other money that I spent on Amazon for shopping purposes. Like, gee, mini Christmas, bro.
Like
Like,
the tea you still haven't gotten.
oh gosh, you're just really trying to make me jump off my porch. Only ordered it like a week and a half ago, and it finally shipped.
Uh, I hope you
But yeah,
like it. I hope it's awesome after
it
all this.
better be the best tea that has ever like hit my tongue. But yeah, guys, thanks for coming, hanging out, listening. Again, apologies for the sprinklers. But subscribe, follow us
Yes. Leave
wherever you
comments.
listen. Yeah,
Tell
leave
us that
comments.
we're wrong. Give
It
us your
was awesome to
theories.
hear from Flu. Very
Yes.
much so. Make sure you tune in on Tuesdays for Night of the Seven Kingdoms with Chad and Nick.
Yes.
We will be back 2 more weeks for the finality of Fallout Season 2. Pokeboys is just around the corner, so if you like Pokemon, make sure you follow the Pokeboys channels. Season 9 will be coming out very shortly, playing through Pokemon Daybreak. And then this is like summer-ish, but I believe we're going to Chad and I are going to do a season here on Showboys of our
What?
first ever game playthrough series similar to what we were doing on Patreon, but on our main channel here. And I believe we're going to be playing through Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles or whatever.
Amazing.
So yeah, make sure you subscribe and follow. We got the game club going on. Cat Quest 2 is about to come out. The February game is Shape of Dreams. Join the Discord, ask for the role. We'll get it to you. You can play with us and send your reviews in to be in part of the episodes. Those are audio only platforms. So again, follow us, and we'll see you next week and Tuesday.
Peace.
Good night.